everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about back to school makeup and also refreshing your skin, making sure you're taking really good care of your most important asset, and also just a few little things you can slap on your face for the beginning of school that isn't going to cake up your face and isn't going to be too much makeup. So if you want to see how I get this really quick, fresh, easy makeup look, let's hop on over to the tutorial and then we're going to chat a little bit about skincare. Right after cleansing, it's important to use a serum. So this is by Silk Naturals. I will leave a link down below and there will be more chit chats after this portion. For eye gel, I'm using this one by The Body Shop, just a small amount under the eyes. And then some moisturizer by Clinique. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. So applying just a little bit of that to the face. To prime, we're using this NYX First Base Primer Spray, nice and light, and then following up with a BB cream. So this has some SPF, which is a great benefit. You need to get some SPF into your skincare or your makeup every single day, preferably both. This one was admittedly a little bit too light for my skin, so first I'm applying with my fingers and then blending it in well with a beauty blender. To cover my dark circles and any other spots that need a little extra coverage, I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 20 Sand, which is perfect for when my skin has a little bit of color to it. Just going to buff that in with my beauty blender, which helps the product to look very natural. So because my BB cream was way too light, I'm using this Hourglass powder that has a little bit of coverage in it and is a little bit darker. This is Dim Light, an ambient lighting powder, so applying that lightly all over the face just so everything kind of matches the rest of my body. This Benefit Hoola bronzer is very, very low, hence the sad face. So I'm just using that to add a little bit of warmth to the skin, bring it back to life. For highlighter, I'm using this Wet n Wild highlighter. It is my absolute favorite, I think, in my collection, and it was all of $4. Absolutely stunning and looks really natural on the skin. Just to give the brows a little bit of a shape and definition and to make them hopefully stay in place, I'm using this L'Oreal Brow Plumper. This is in shade Medium Dark. To open up our tired eyes, I'm using the Scandaleyes Nude pencil by Rimmel, and that's just going to help to open up the eye, make them look a little bit brighter and more awake. And then for mascara, I'm loading on a ton of this mascara. It's absolutely amazing. Supersizer with fibers. It's one of my favorite mascaras at the moment. So just putting a bunch of layers of that on the top and bottom lashes. Gonna add a little bit of my highlighter to the inner corner to further open up the eye and just make them look a little bit more awake. For the lips, I'm using this CoverGirl lip liner. Don't know the shade, but I will leave it down below. So I'm using that to not only line my lips, but also fill them in. To add a little bit of color to my face, I'm using this Revlon matte lip color. This is a beautiful coral shade, absolutely perfect for transitioning into the fall. To set everything in place, I'm using my Wet n Wild setting spray. And that's pretty much going to call it a day. So this is really easy, simple, takes all of 5 minutes, and I think the effect is really beautiful while not looking like you tried terribly hard. So as you can see, it's not a ton of product, but it's just enough to kind of liven up the face, even out the skin tone, add a little pop so you don't look totally dead. I know that when I went to school, college especially, I didn't really wear makeup in high school, but in college, I could barely manage to put on real clothes. So any effort I put into my face was pretty minimal, and you know you don't have a lot of time when you're jumping out of bed at the last minute, getting ready and heading out the door. So as far as skincare is concerned, I know that I personally really need a good routine all the time to make sure that my skin stays in a really good state. I barely have breakouts, but my skin is kind of dry, so I try to take steps to make sure that I'm really moisturizing and very gently cleansing my skin. Depending on the morning, I really listen to my skin and listen to what it's telling me. I know it sounds super hippy dippy, but it's true. I will either just go in with a little bit of my Micellar Water by Garnier. I love this stuff. I just take a little bit on a cotton pad and put it over my face. Very, very gentle, doesn't have a scent, and it removes any traces of makeup and sweat from the night before. Alternatively, if I feel like I had kind of a rough night, I will use a little bit of hydrating cleanser. This is by CeraVe for normal to dry skin. Very, very gentle, doesn't foam, it just glides over the skin, and I rinse it off and my skin feels ready for the day. I've been starting every day with this Silk Natural Serum. This is a really, really nice product. I think it's all natural, but I got it off the Silk Naturals website. I'll leave links down below so you guys can check this stuff out. But it's formulated for dry skin, and I feel like it is the perfect first step of hydration on my skin. I feel like my skin's been glowier since I've been using this product. I use it morning and night so that I have a nice base to put any moisturizers over top. Speaking of moisturizers, I do like to use an eye cream every single day. I've been using this one from The Body Shop, and this is the Elderflower Unperfumed Eye Gel. Don't get this in your eyes because it will sting them and you will cry. But it is nice and hydrating and light. It's a gel formulation, so your eyes don't get puffy. It doesn't sink in and kind of like plump them up too much. It's just enough hydration so that everything glides over top nicely. And as far as my final moisturizer goes, or my last step of the morning routine generally goes, I have this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. This is a sample I received, but you only need a tiny bit so it lasts forever. This has also done wonders for making my skin look really glowy. Like at the end of the day, I'll notice that I have a little shine on my face, which I'm all about that because you know I have dry skin, so I love seeing a little bit of like dewiness at the end of the day, and this product is awesome. It's very lightly scented and you only need a tiny bit. If I feel like my skin needs a little perk up or a little extra hydration, I'll use this balancing mist by Jurlique. This is the Rose Water Balancing Mist, and I received this, or I didn't receive it, I bought it in a travel pack of beauty things for when I traveled, went on vacation. This came in it and it's amazing. It's good to perk up your skin, make it feel moisturized and refreshed, and it has a beautiful rose scent. In addition to making sure that my routines morning and night are really streamlined and that I do them every single day, I do like to also use face masks, and I have a couple of my favorites here. My first one is this one by Origins. It's the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. I use this about once a week. My skin isn't particularly gunky, but sometimes I feel like there is kind of crap in there that I have to get out. So I'll put this on once a week and leave it on for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes usually. I'll throw this on with a onesie and hang out in my bedroom for a little bit, do some silly dances and kind of freak out my boyfriend with my scary charcoal mask face, and then I rinse it off and my skin feels really refreshed and hydrated. It doesn't like suck all the life out of my skin and make me feel tight. It's just really nice to kind of clear everything out and kind of reset the skin. Additionally, I got this in that bag I was telling you about, the travel one from Sephora, and this is also by Origins, and this is the Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. Clay masks are generally a little bit more hydrating, so I like to use this probably once, twice a week. So this is meant to gently exfoliate while restoring radiance. So it's gonna hang out on your skin for a little bit, kind of moisturize, and it has tiny, tiny little beads in it, but nothing too abrasive. And you apply, and when you apply that, you can kind of feel that in there. And then when you rinse it off, if you're gently kind of stroking your face, you never wanna be too hard on your face. You wanna use really, really light patting motions on your face and circular motions. You can feel it kind of removing any dead skin, which is perfect, and you should be doing that. You should be exfoliating at least once a week, so I really, really like that mask. You can get face masks samples from Sephora. I've gotten quite a few myself, so that's a way that you can go and kind of try new things and decide if you like them or not, and you don't have to commit to spending a bunch of money on a face mask, so that's a really good tip. Or if you have one of the subscription boxes, generally they will send masks in there too. They aren't a completely necessary step, but I kind of feel like they are. I feel like they help to kind of refresh and reset, hydrate, clear out your skin, and it's something easy you can do and kind of relaxing, and something you can do for yourself. In addition to all the great products, you also want to make sure that you're getting enough sleep, that you're drinking enough water, that you aren't tugging at your skin too much, that you aren't being really, really rough with your skin, and that you're using things that aren't terribly abrasive. So remember that, and when you go back to school and you have this beautiful makeup that you're just slapping on your face really quick in the morning, it's gonna go on so much nicer and so much easier because the base that you're working with is just that much more beautiful. And your complexion will be a little bit more even, so you won't need as much product, so then things aren't caking up and looking really heavy on your face. When you're going back to school, you don't want to think about your makeup. You're thinking about the 10-page paper you have due or the 7 chapters you have to read. So don't worry too much about your makeup, if at all. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap up this quick makeup toot / skincare chit chat video. I hope you like this kind of video. I love talking about skincare stuff. Obviously, I could go on and on forever. I hope this video isn't terribly long. This is in collaboration with the Cool Down blog, so if you guys want to see the other posts that I have contributed, I will leave their link down below, and also flow through their blog. It's amazing. They're all about girl bosses and like cool women doing really cool stuff. So anyways, I'll leave all my links down below, and if you guys want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button. I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. If you like what you just saw and want to see a little bit more, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out my last video using tons of Kat Von D products, and check out all my socials.